Whatever we do in our lives, whether happily, forcefully, out of a sense of responsibility, or because we believe there is no other choice, usually leads to two kind of outcomes, depending on what drives us or others to act on it. I mean, the motivation behind all our actions is either to avoid some pain, such as the consequences of not doing something, or to gain some pleasure, such as reaping the positive results of pursuing something. Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. I hope you are doing amazing. My name is Isha, and in today's video, we are diving into something really exciting: how to understand ourselves and the people around us on a much deeper level. So if you're ever wanted to really know yourself better or connect more deeply with others, I have got some powerful questions for you. So grab a pen and a notebook, because by the end of this video, you might just see yourself in a whole new light. Okay, so here are a few questions that can help you understand what motivates you to become who you are, what drives you to take action, or what allows you to truly know someone, their deepest desires, insecurities, or the motive behind their words and actions. And most of these questions actually reveal our values, our principles, our priorities, and our desires in our lives. Okay, so first question is, whenever you are in confusion or lost in life now, and you really want to rediscover your lost passion or desire, or something you want to achieve at this phase of your life, simply ask this question to you: what kind of prize would you work hardest for? And it will reveal that hidden deepest desire you are trying to ignore or suppress. And asking what punishment would you work hardest to avoid will show you exactly what you don't want in your life and what would you do anything to avoid it. Okay, so these questions will help you understand the motive behind any action when your inner drive side starts to fade away. Okay, for example, to become your highest version, you are ready to do whatever it takes to work hardest to become that version. And to avoid being sick or ill, you may do everything like eating healthy, staying fit, and so more, to avoid the consequences of neglecting your health. Okay, so by here, simply answering what reward would motivate you the most to give your best and what consequence would you try hardest to avoid something helps you discover what you really care about and what motivates you to take action in your life. Okay, and you can ask the same question to someone you want to know on a deeper level, because their answers reveal a lot about their inner self. Okay, so for example, people who risk their lives in those daunting activities now might be motivating by the thrill or the risk involved in those activities, not just merely by the money they receive from it. Okay, or people who are working hard to avoid poverty may actually have a deeper desire for security and long-term safety. Okay, so through this question now, you get to know the feeling, the emotion, and the fulfilled expectation that drives someone's want. Okay, now the next question you can ask yourself is, or you can observe in another person to know them or to know yourself on a deeper level, is where do you want to spend your money and where do you skimp or skip altogether. Okay, you can observe this in the other person you are trying to know more deeply, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even an employee. Okay, and the answer to this question shows what matters in your life and what you want to experience or to avoid. Okay, it's not just about those materialistic desires you have, but what those items represent or fulfill in you. Okay, where your money goes shows a part of what makes you happy. So when you notice where you let your money flow and where you cut off, you will immediately know what you truly value in your daily life too. Okay, and the same applies to the person that you are trying to know on a deeper level. Okay, now the third question is, to know your deepest secrets is, what is your most significant achievement in your life and what is your most meaningful failure. When what we consider our achievements or our failures, that tells a lot about how we see ourselves, the identities we create. Like like believing that you are a certain kind of person because you succeeded or failed at something, and you believe that that shapes who you are. Okay, so basically our past influences our present and our future actions. So the part of life you see as a success highlight the strengths that you are proud of, while the parts you see as a failure reveal what you dislike about yourself. Okay, now the next question is, what feels effortless for you and what do you always find exhausting? Okay, the answer to this question helps you understand what you actually enjoy. Something that might be difficult, but since you naturally enjoy it, you don't get tired doing it. It feels effortless to you. Okay. On the other hand, what you consistently find exhausting usually signals a distaste for that activity. Okay. You can also observe the same in another person to know not only their innate talents, as in what they are doing effortlessly, but also what they genuinely enjoy working on and what they dislike. Okay. Now, the next question is, which animal best describes you, or which animal do you like the most? Because the traits we admire in an animal actually reflect the traits that we value in ourselves. Okay, so for example, if someone likes dog but not cats, and you can ask them why, because their answer reveals what qualities they value in others, in themselves, and how they wish to be also. Okay, so this is a very personalized question that can reveal a lot about someone's value system, including your own. Okay, now the next question you can ask yourself or observe in another person is, if you could design a character in a play or a movie, what traits would you emphasize and which ones would you ignore? Now, this is an important question. This question reveals your vision of your ideal self as well as what you consider less important in a person. Okay, and then then assigning points to each, say a total of 30 points to distribute. Okay, so for example, you might give humor 7 points but honesty 5 points. Okay, the traits you give the highest points show how you would like others to see you, which might even be completely different from who you currently are, but reflect who you aspire to become. Okay, so overall, the traits you choose reveal the qualities that you seek and value the most in yourself and in others too. Okay, try this activity and you will be amazed by the answers and the insights it give you about yourself or the another person on a deeper level. Okay, now the next question is, what is your favorite movie? Now, the answer to this reveals what narratives and what stories you are drawn to at a particular phase of your life, and shows in a deeper way what your inner moral universe looks like, how you think people in it are or they should be. Okay, and by asking yourself or another person what exactly they find fascinating in a movie, you uncover a lot. For example, they may not like the main character, but they may connect with the takeaway, the pace of the movie, or the storyline of the movie itself. Okay, now the next question to answer is, where are you willing to donate or to do some charity in the world? Because this shows what you care about the most in the world at large, beyond just your own life. Okay, is it donating to an animal shelter, or saving the environment, or supporting a cancer trust, or helping an orphanage? An honest answer to this reveals what truly matters to you or to the other person to whom you're asking this question, because they are thinking beyond their self. Okay, now the next question is, what scares you the most? The thing we fear the most often reflects what you once felt unable to protect yourself against, or what you consider most harmful to you. Okay, so this reveals on a deeper level how you see your strength and your limitations. Okay, our fears also show how we believe we can handle those adversities or sufferings of life. Okay, so for example, a person who fears criticism or rejection most strongly reveals that in the inner world, psychological harm feels more serious than those physical harm. Okay, and now, the last but not the least question you should ask yourself, or the person you are trying to know on a deeper level, is, what would you rescue in a fire at your home? So, imagine your home is burning and you can only grab a few treasure items, no more. Okay, the crisis, those emergency situations, they have a way of quickly cutting through the clutter of our life. Okay, so you can also apply this technique to people also. Think about who are the 3 to 5 people that you would save if the world is ending. Okay, so that reveals who you truly value. Okay, so, these are few powerful questions that might sound simple, but the honest answers can reveal so much about who you are, what you value, and how you see the world. Because they help uncover your true priorities, your hidden fears, your deepest desires, and even the people or things you would never want to lose. Okay? So, I would love for you to take a few minutes to reflect on these questions for yourself. And if you discover something surprising about who you are, share it in the comments. I would be so happy to hear your insights. And you can also use these questions with your friends, your family, or anyone you would like to know on a deeper level. Okay. Trust me, the answer to these simple questions might surprise you and help you connect in a whole new way. Okay. So grab your notepad, dive in, and let these questions guide you closer to the real you. Okay. With this, I close today's session. See you in my next video. Till then, take care.